Hello, welcome back. I haven't done a video for a while because first I got bronchitis. That laid me low for a couple of weeks. Then I got sciatica in my right leg, and I still got it. And if you've ever had sciatica, you know how painful it is. And that's affected my shooting a fair bit. It's getting a little bit better, but I've had it about 6 weeks now, and it's still painful in the mornings. And then I had to go away for a couple of weeks. So here we are, back doing a video. So thank you for watching. I got a request to do a video on ported barrels. So what are ported barrels? Well, ported barrels are a series of holes that are drilled into the front end of your barrels. And instead of the gases coming straight out, they go upwards. And so the upward force of the gases provides a downward force on the barrels, which prevents the barrels from rising after you've had a shot. And so what are the advantages of ported barrels? Well, the advantages are that it lowers recoil by about 5% because the gases don't go straight out, some of them go upwards. And the other advantage is it lessens muzzle rise, and that's the biggest advantage of ported barrels. So your gun doesn't flip up when you fire the first barrel. And it helps with recovery on the second shot. Because the gun comes straight back and doesn't go up, then it makes your second shot easier. Now, some people say that there are disadvantages to ported barrels. The hot gases come out can affect the shooter next to you. Well, I've shot next to a person who's had ported barrels and I haven't noticed any difference. So I'm not too sure about that. Ported barrels can be louder and can affect the shooter next to you. And like I said, I've shot next to people with ported barrels. We all wear ear protection anyway, and I have not noticed any difference whatsoever. And they say that it dirties your gun barrels. Well, a little bit of residue does come out of the holes, and you can see it on the outside of your gun barrels. But once you clean it, you give it a bit of a wipe with a rag, and it's pretty easy to clean. So what is the conclusion about ported barrels? Well, many shooters report no difference. I actually think there is a difference. I've watched people shoot these ported guns and I've seen no muzzle rise. The gun just comes straight back. So I think that that is not quite true, that there's no difference. I think there is a difference. Do not port the barrels yourself. So don't go along drilling holes in your barrels yourself. Get the factory to do it or get a competent gunsmith to do it, because you can do all sorts of damage to your gun. And it's helpful for muzzle flip, like we said. And so that really is the biggest advantage of ported barrels. If my gun actually had ported barrels, I would be happy, because the people that I've watched shooting these guns with ported barrels, there is actually no muzzle flip. So if you find a gun in a gun shop that you like and it's got ported barrels, don't be put off by the ported barrels. I actually think they are a very good thing. And if it was on my gun, I'd be quite happy. So really, reiterating what we just said, the biggest advantage is there's no muzzle rise. And so, but like we said in other videos, if your gun fits you properly, if you've got the pitch adjusted properly, then you shouldn't have a problem with muzzle flip. But if you do have a problem with muzzle flip, then by all means get the factory or a competent gunsmith to put some ported holes in your barrels. I actually think they are a good thing. So nice to see you again. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.